Hello. We're going to talk real quick about the 5 minutes of due diligence. Essentially, the 5 minutes of due diligence is going to include three parts to it. The first part being making sure that they have a name. Second part, making sure that their saved search represents them. And three, trying to reach out to them via phone as soon as possible. The 5 minutes of due diligence is going to be with your brand new leads. So not just people who are labeled as new because they're younger than 15 days old, but the people that are your present. And I like to think of them as presents because you haven't opened them yet, and they have this nice blue line to the left of them. We're going to go into one of these presents. We're going to go ahead and open it up, and I'll show you that 5 minutes of due diligence. And you can take them in any order that you want. I would suggest, so when you open that person up, that you make sure that they have a name first. And then possibly, if you can, go ahead and make a phone call to them. And then when you and hopefully you reach out to them and they answer, and you can change their saved search to represent the conversation that you had with them. If you are unable to reach them, you still want to make sure that their saved search is going to yield good results for them. Those are the three parts that we'll go over right now. So Beth does have a name in here. However, if you click on the edit icon next to that person's name, if they do not have a name, for example, if they come in as no name, you can change their first name to the beginning part of their email address and their last name to just like a space bar in there. And the space bar will represent some characters to hold the place of the last name, because the last name field is required. When you've made those changes, you'll come down and click on Update right here. And that will bring you back to that person's file. And then the next thing that you want to do, if you are able to call, you'll call. Then you will come in and you will edit their saved search based on the homes that they viewed or the conversation that you've had with them. And so if we look at the homes that this person has looked at, Odessa, and in the one, I would say, 130 to 170 or let's say 1 to 200 K range here, and they're mostly looking at condos. We would then change their saved search to represent that. So the price on here seems pretty representative of what they're looking at, so we won't have to narrow or widen the price range, although some of the price ranges are quite large, so you may need to narrow that down. And then widening the cities is going to give them more of an opportunity to get homes that might match what they're looking for, but might just be outside of that town that they came in looking at. You would click on the edit icon next to their name there, or next to the name of their saved search. You would make the changes that you need to make in there. So the town or the price range, or using more filters over here and narrowing that down based on conversation or based on what you view in there. And then you click on Update Save Search. You will change the name of that save search and then click on Update Save Search for that person so that they receive morning reports that are plentiful and make sense and hopefully are interesting enough to click on. If you have any questions, reach out. Thanks. Bye.